I just thought I'd do a video because I haven't done one in a long time. I am now 4 months on tea. I think I am. Yeah, I am. I'm 4 months on tea. I've had crazy changes. My voice completely dropped at about 2 months. It's got deeper, but it just went. I basically pass in public about 100%, more or less 100% of the time. The only time I don't pass is when people who I know, accidentally misgender me and stuff, which I don't really mind. Also, I've got quite a bit of facial hair coming in. And all on my neck as well. It's all getting really fuzzy, and my just everywhere. My arms, my chest is just sprouting crazy hairs. Not so keen on the chest hair, because I like being like baby smooth. There are also some less desired effects. I've noticed that my gender is changing, like, by the day. So I could wake up and I'm feeling really feminine and wishing that my hair was, like, longer. And then maybe a minute later, I'll be like, oh, no, I look pretty good. I look quite handsome. And I'm happy with the way I look. And then maybe about an hour later, I'm like, oh, God, someone give me a wig, and I've also been, mourning the. I'd identified as a queer woman for like over 10 years, and now I'm not seen as one, and that is weird. That's really weird, and those who know me know that like I am the biggest walking lesbian ever, and I still say that because I'm not going to say goodbye to an identity that I've had for so long, and also because I guess I relate to women more than I do men, despite the fact that my gender feels more masculine. So, for example, the massacring of queer women on TV right now is making my blood absolutely boil. Like I can't cope. I can't cope with it. And it's basically, if anyone like talks to me as a friend, they know that it's all I'm talking about. I've also noticed that my sexuality is changing like every day, which it always was, but it's basically it's just heightened. And it's more noticeable. What else? It seems like I'm, even though I had like body dysphoria about my gender, like my breasts and my body shape, at the moment I'm not minding them as much, which is kind of weird. And I always told myself that if I were to have top surgery, I would want it to be like a dramatic reduction, because of my gender fluidity. And so that's an interesting thing to think about. Of course, I've gained so much weight on my face. I can just see these cheeks have just really filled out. I'm hoping that that's like baby fat, because I'm not necessarily eating more. I even gave up chocolate, for goodness sake. And I don't give up chocolate lightly. And I gave up chocolate for Lent, and I'm still just pouchy, and I've got like 5 chins. I have noticed as well that my muscles are just bulking up, and I am a lot stronger, which is nice. I like that. What else? Oh, a really weird thing. I have noticed that my cats are acting differently around me. My female cat, who was always snuggly. When we got the male cat, she was less snuggly with me and less snuggly with him. And now, after I've started T, she is more snuggly with me and then also more snuggly with him. Whether that's just because she's settled in and stuff, I don't know. Yeah, that's really weird. Whether she can smell pheromones or something, I don't know. What else? There's just so much. There's so many changes. Everything changes every day. So it's hard to kind of pinpoint certain things because there are so many changes that are happening. The gender fluidity is bizarre. And the only thing that is stressing me out about it really is that everything has to be so official. It's just bureaucracy, ridiculousness. But, for example, I don't quite feel comfortable getting a GRC. I've changed my name by deed poll, but I'm finding all the changing, basically changing your life, very stressful. All the officey bits, I hate it. And I also think, I don't know, it's so weird. I think at the moment, because I'm not passing at all as my passport, at all, people are just looking at me and going, okay, whatever. I'm getting ID'd so much. But yeah, it seems to be that with me not passing at all with my passport, I've applied to get a new passport with changing the gender marker on there. But then I'm also getting stressed, well, what if during my gender fluidity I feel more femme in the next 2 years or whatever, and then I might not even be recognisable as my old and it's just stupid. Why can't people be who they want to be and not have to worry about, ringing people up and changing names and all this doodah? It's nearly as aggravating as the 100 and all these queer women's getting killed off. So, that's my update. I'm on holiday and I'm far too warm, hence the toplessness. And I'm just really lazy and I'm quite hungover. Yeah, I can't, that's another thing. I can't handle my drink as much, I don't think. It's really weird. I'll have 2 pints and I'm legless. Hopefully that's not just, me being old. Maybe that's what it is. One more thing before I go. You can see a little bit, but since starting tea, I have turned very grey. I'm 26 and I'm getting about 6 new hairs every 2 days. 6 new grey hairs. Thanks, Dad. Irishness and almost white hair is in my family. So yeah, that's my dad's fault. Luckily, I've got no male pattern baldness in my family at all, so my hairline has barely receded. It's exactly the same, pretty much. The only thing that I'm really happy with is my neck hair is coming in, because I was getting so fed up. I was going to the barbers, and people were like, "You've got a very high neckline," and I'm like, "Yes, I have. Thank you." And that's happened forever. When my dad used to take me to the barbers, that would happen. They would call my dad over and go, "Your son's got a very high hairline," and he's like, "Yes, he does." So that's being disguised, which I really like. But yeah, you can see the fuzziness of my hair and my 4 trins, and my neck is getting really chubby. So I need people at work who have been joking that we have to start doing neck exercises and go like this. Really strain, but it hurts, so I can't be bothered. Anyway, So yes, 5 months on tea. I am hoping to do another update soon, but my memory has been awful since starting tea, and so I forget all the time. And I forget to text people back, and I forget to do the washing up, and I forget to wash my clothes, and I forget to do everything. And I feel very sorry for my closest colleague at work, who is basically now my assistant, because I can't do anything. Because I'm just losing the plot. Right, goodbye everybody, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely Sunday.